Our top story at 3 o'clock is the massive change in American tariff policy. This afternoon, President Trump announced new tariffs on almost everything we import into the U.S. Most items will be taxed at a rate of 10%, but about 60 countries are being hit with reciprocal tariffs, which will be at a much higher rate than that.
And we are joined now by Fritz Mayer, the Dean of the Korbel School of International Studies at DU. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, we have a lot of questions. First, what is your initial reaction to the announcement from President Trump that we just heard about an hour ago?
Well, it's a big deal. I mean, it is the end of an era in a way. I mean, for almost 80 years, the United States was at the heart of trying to build an increasingly free and open trading system based on rules and negotiated agreements. And what we see today is really blowing up that system and a pretty abrupt departure from the way in which most American presidents have dealt with trade over a very long period of time. So it's a big deal.
And it was interesting because when you were listening to President Trump almost for an hour talk today about these tariffs, he almost was speaking as if this was something that was going to be permanent and something that would be put in place and it would affect us for years and decades and centuries to come. Can you explain why this is such a big departure from the way things have run under previous administrations?
Well, it's an open question whether this is going to be permanent. He's made pronouncements and backed away from them. Even today, I think Mexico and Canada were not hit with as big a tariffs as expected, but then other countries were. I think a lot of the challenge for investors and for businesses right now is there's still uncertainty about this, and so I don't know how long it will last, and I think that's for a lot of these investments. The bet is that this will induce people to invest in the United States, and we are seeing some of that. And the president listed a lot of companies, but a lot of people I think are going to be holding back because if you invest in something that's not going to pay off for 10 years. You want to know what the rules are going to be, not just today, but for years to come. And so I think there's a lot of uncertainty right now that's a bit of a challenge for the economy.
Yeah, definitely uncertainty. But who are going to pay for all of these tariffs? Like, who's going to feel it the most? And what will specifically get more expensive?
Well, at the end of the day, this is a tax. And the tax will be borne, yes, a little bit by the producers and maybe by the importers, but ultimately by consumers. And so it really depends on the product. Some products are easy to find an alternative, but others are going to be just that much more expensive. Specifics are, this is a tariff across the board. 10% on everything. So whether it's French wine or British cheese or a host of other things. And of course, there's still the 25% tariff on autos, which is a huge deal for the North American auto industry.
Dr. Fritz, Fritz Mayer, before we let you go, I do have a question, though. There's a lot of fear, a lot of concern surrounding this. Any upside? Do you see any upside from these tariffs?
Well, I think that, the upside, if it comes, is in the future. And so this is a big bet. It's a big bet that the economy will restructure, that there'll be investment in the United States, that things will come back here, and that so there's a long-term potential upside. But I think the jury is out as to whether that will work. Trump says the economy was broken before. I'm not sure it was broken. It was flawed, to be sure. But he's running a big risk that he may break it with these pretty dramatic moves that he's making.
Dr. Fritz Mayer from DU, thank you for your insight.